he just went low. He's in his head. He's in his head. He's open, his head wide open. Cracked open in the face.
And welcome everyone, it's Mario Man 100 back again with the Second Opinion series, and we did play the first game, obviously in the God of War series. We're now on to the second game, God of War 2, released in 2007. This was out when the PS3 was already out. As I said, it was 2006, 2007 for this game. So this came out on the PlayStation 2, so I'd say this version of the game probably a little bit rarer, but I think this was vastly an improvement on the first game.
By defeating Ares, Kratos, the once mortal warrior, became the new god of war. However, Kratos soon found himself alone on Olympus, shunned by his fellow gods. But Kratos had no need for the love of petty gods. He had found a new family in the warriors of Sparta, gaining solace from his past and courage to battle.
Yeah, so obviously at the end of the first game, Kratos beats Ares to become the God of War.
Enough, Kratos! With every city you destroy, the wrath of Olympus grows. Soon I will no longer be able to protect you.
I need no protection.
Do not forget that it was I who made you a god, ghost of Sparta. Do not turn your back on me.
I owe you nothing.
Then you leave me no choice.
Kratos had turned the pain of his memories into hatred. Hatred for the gods, who had refused to free him from the nightmares of his past deeds. And so he went to Rhodes to deliver the final blow to the besieged city.
Athena! You conspire against me!
So we arguably get probably the best opening boss of the franchise. I believe this is the Colossus of Rhodes, if memory serves.
Athena! You will suffer for this!
Yeah, so we're going to be on a power trip again at the start of this game, but again, that's going to be the case because we're going to lose it all very, very, very soon. As we tend to do in games like this, we've seen this in the first game as well. Now we can.
He still has some of the powers of the god.
Yeah, still got the Wrath of the Gods on our side as well. So yeah, so that health bar, that magic bar, that won't last that long. I wonder why we couldn't fight them. It's in a scripted sequence. Yeah, so we break a lot of shit. Red orbs. Obviously, did that in the first game as well. Motion blur was a bit weird there, but again, in saying that, but for a PS2 game without having motion blur like that, it's not a bad situation. Ow. It's funny, they keep throwing archers at me, but then they keep dying because obviously the statue is so big. Can you stop doing that? I guess it's there just because, just in case you do hit the catapult. Alright, keep doing that. So yeah, button mashing all over again. So yeah, so it lasts the tutorial pretty well, because obviously with that, like, there's a lot of things that obviously it's still going to do. Wow, that fan is working overtime on the PlayStation 2. Oh Jesus. What's the disc inside? A bit scared there for a second. I thought the game might have crashed. Even though the thing was moving, I was like, it wouldn't be surprising. Then we should have a Rabble Hawk. So yeah, so a lot of these abilities obviously we got from the first game, eventually. I love that I pressed the button and then I let go apparently at the end.
Show no mercy!
That's why I was doing so many of my techniques like so early. Holding down the block button. I forgot that that was something that you could actually do. So you can get up there without with throw. Get magic. Why not? Cool. Nice and skewered. Like that. How do I get down? Oh, okay. And that way. all the way down for that, damn it. Hate the fact that I gotta do that. Now we...
I will make you suffer. None shall defy me.
I love that I was getting hit by that even though I wasn't next to it. So the hitbox is a little bit big on that.
I will make you suffer.
Now,
None shall defy me. I am the god of war. None shall defy me.
oh, now the problem is I gotta get all the way over there.
I will make you suffer.
Ouch. I got hit in the air with that, damn it. Yeah, I was gonna say I got absolutely punched in the face there. Including everywhere, I should say, not just in the head, not just my face. Ow. Oh, ow, that was an elbow. At least it looks like the quick time event is the same button combination, which is good. He's gonna mash. Love that it staggered me, but it didn't actually hit me, thankfully. He actually caught me. Goes into another cutscene. That's like the third building we've run into. Yeah, transition in and out of cutscenes is a bit strange. They did it a lot better in the first game, which is strange. So they got it right the first time, and I don't know why, unless the obviously the graphics need to be, yeah, obviously improved in the game, which they are in the game. Like they do look a lot better in the game. Just only on that. Okay. So it took a while to just get the save. Ready. Get out of it. Yeah. Breaking pottery. That's what I was that's what I was gonna do. So it takes the aesthetic of the first game and really improves on the tutorial. Again, since you've already played a lot of it, statue somewhere here. Back out, back in, I think, to reload it again. Oh no, I can just do a dodge underneath. Okay. Don't know whether that was the intent to do it that way, but. I'd imagine not. What's up this way? A door on that side. And a wall on that side. So it encourages you to go back instead. Okay.
Die with honor!
Get rid of you first. Yeah, so Athena's blades, obviously. Got Poseidon's Rage still in there, still got heaps of magic unlocks. It's funny how we've only got one piece of magic, but I guess in essence they don't want to give you too much at the start, so then when you're playing the game, you're like, oh, but this was so much better before. And now it plays like shit again. Like it plays like shit.
Kratos, I do not need your help, Zeus. I can take down this beast. I offer you more than help, Kratos. I offer you power. I offer you the Blade of Olympus. It was this blade that ended the Great War and defeated the Titans. Drain your godly powers into the sword, Kratos. Only then will you reach your full potential. Why do you aid me now? What I do now, I do for the good of all Olympus.
Yeah, Olympus. Oh, this is only Kratos. So yeah, so we gotta empty our godlike energy into the sword, into the Blade of Olympus, because that's not suspicious at all, especially considering what Athena told us like right at the start of the game. Now obviously I've obviously played God of War 3, so I know a little bit of what goes on with Zeus, and how Zeus acts with Kratos in the franchise. At least the ancient Greece part of the God of War franchise. It's not ideal. We'll just say that much. Can you? archers, stop shooting at me. Two on one combo there, nice. Some of these guys, I will say they're definitely worthy adversaries. Fortunately, we're gone, so I don't know how they're putting up a massive amount, like massive fight. Ow. Ow. Very much was like the first game there for a second. I got flashbacks from that part. Getting pelted with arrows over and over and over and over and over again. So we gotta do that to get up to the save point. Camera angle's not great for the second, but at least the control in terms of trying to tilt over edges seems to be a lot better. This angle could be so much better. Alright, we're gonna save here and invalidate. It's gonna tell me invalidate still. So my system clock's probably gone weird again. So I did reset it, and then obviously it's set itself back, I guess, since turning it on again. But I reckon I'm gonna leave it here for God of War 2. Obviously the opening, so much better than the first game. It definitely ups the ante a lot, which is great. Because it definitely needs to do that. Like, it is a sequel, so it does need to up the ante a little bit. And the tutorial is integrated a lot better into the game as well, which I appreciate, because the first game was very, obviously there's some liberties in terms of how well the intro is going to be for the original game, because it's obviously going to give you context on the characters, it's going to introduce the characters, give context on them, going to do, some world building. You've got to, have simple enough controls and simple enough plot to make somebody understand and, grasp, like, the start of the game, and then obviously try to venture more into the game, get interested to play more of it. So the sequel, obviously, you've got a little bit of that context already if you've played the first game. So you don't really have to dive too much into more world building, into character, into learning about more of the characters as well, because you've already done that. So I reckon that the intro to the second game is much better than the first game so far, which is great. And the control is a lot better. Obviously, I haven't been, severely nerfed yet, but it definitely feels a lot better. And having a lot of the tutorial parts at the start, like right at the start, with even the basic stuff, is great. Covering like swimming controls, grapples, all that type of stuff. I think that's great. Seem to yawn pretty much almost every time I'm making one of these videos, whether it's how's my team or another video altogether. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching this second opinion video on God of War 2 for the Sony PlayStation 2. This has been Mario Man 100. You guys have a great day or night, and of course, take care.